everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and today we're looking at the Hot Wheels Star Wars First Order TIE Fighter. And for those of you at home that are collecting, this is number 10 in the Last Jedi line of die-cast ships. Now, this TIE Fighter made its on-screen debut in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and I do like it a lot. It's very similar to what we've seen before, obviously. However, it does have some nice details on there that I'll go over later. Now, I must make a note, there is a variant of this ship. It's the same exact ship, however, right here it has an antenna coming up, and I know what you're thinking, Dave. It's a Special Forces TIE Fighter, but it's not. The antenna that would be on this one goes up like this, and then it has a little nipple thing hanging off the side. I don't know, if I can find a picture, I'll post it in the video, but trust me, there is a variant out there. Now, for the length of this vessel, it's 2 inches long, which is pretty good for a TIE Fighter. And we do have a lot to cover. We're going to look at the mold, the paint, put on a stand, compare it, and then we'll be done. So let's get moving. To start this review off, let's begin by looking at the mold. And let's start from the top this time, something different. Here we have our cockpit hatch, looking really good. Lots of lines in there. I like that a lot. Then right here we have our viewport, very nice. Then we have our blaster cannons on the bottom, our PEG connector port, and some nice details down here as well. Very cool. On the back of the ship, we have our ion engine, rivet holding it together. Nice. Now, one neat thing is, on these sides, or the pylons if you will, I do like the designs on this better than the original TIE Fighter. Now, hear me out. I'm a huge fan of stealth aircraft, and all the angles we see here on the pylons are slanted and nice angles, and I'm digging that. Now, just for a little comparison here, here is the original TIE Fighter. As we can see, it's rounded on the sides. This one, we have some nice angles, and I like that a lot. Nice job on this. And now, moving on from the pylon, we have our wings, and they are fantastic. Look at all these wind braces. Here we have our copyright crap, and just look at all the solar arrays right here. Very nice. Great details in the center. Just a great looking ship. So that basically does it for the mold. So now let's take a look at the paint. When it comes to the paint of the First Order TIE Fighter, it only has about 5 different colors. Well, that's if you count black and white as colors. However, we have matte black for the pylons, the main cockpit ball, and the wings. And I think it came out fantastic. Nice job there. Very stealth-like. Digging it a lot. Now we have glossy black for the viewport. Also the windows on the cockpit hatch. We have silver for the braces holding the window in. Red for the blaster cannons. And white for the solar arrays. I think it came out very nice and clean. We do have little tiny, I guess we could call it smears or whatnot, here and there, but it's nothing to write home about. I think they did a nice job here. Very cool. Actually, was that a... No, it's pretty good. Okay, so that does it for the mold and the paint. So let's put this bad boy on a stand, compare it, and we'll be done for today. And just like most Hot Wheels ships, comes with a cool stand, First Order symbol, put it in the peg port, hear that click, and you're good to go. Now, for comparison with the Hot Wheels First Order TIE Fighter, we have the First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter. Very nice ship here. As we can see, it's a little bigger than the regular TIE Fighter, which it should be. And then over here, we have the original TIE Fighter with the bluish-gray color scheme, which I like a lot. Now, one thing I want to point out is these two ships on the end did get re-released with better paint apps. The Force Awakens Special Forces TIE Fighter did get re-released with The Last Jedi with different paint apps, and the TIE Fighter did get re-released. This TIE Fighter doesn't have the top hatch painted or its blaster cannons. You may be asking why. That's because this is the original when the series just began, so even I had issues with those ships back then, but my god, how far the company has come. Great ships all around. And that does it today for my review of the Hot Wheels Star Wars First Order TIE Fighter. Again, for those of you collecting these at home, it is number 10 in the Last Jedi diecast ship collection. It measures about 2 inches long, which is pretty good. and it first featured in Star Wars Episode 7 The Force Awakens. And holy smokes, what a great ship. Really it is. Usually I do a pros and cons, and everything's a pro in here. The mold is beautiful. I love those nice stealthy angles on here. The paint also adds to that. The nice matte black, the glossy black, the red for the blasters, and those cool white solar arrays on the wings. Very sharp. And also you get that cool stand with the First Order symbol on it. I'm digging that a lot. And the price is awesome, retailing in America for about $4.99 or under, depending on where you go. So if you're looking to buy this ship, you can get it from Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, Best Buy, Barnes & Noble. A lot of places sell these ships, and especially like Barnes & Noble and Best Buy, I wouldn't even think to go there, but I've seen them there. I bought some at those places. So if you got one in the area, check those guys out as well. Also, you could check Amazon and eBay and other online stores as always. So I recommend this ship for anybody who's a fan of the new Star Wars trilogy, the First Order, or TIE Fighters in general. This thing is really cool. So that's everything I have to say about this ship. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, hit that like button. And if you'd like to see new reviews every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.